Maybe. Are we? Let's see if anybody joins this part 2. I don't know. We heard we froze, so we did a little bit of resetting here. I think Jeffrey's still frozen. Because I guess I rebooted and he did not.
That's about as long as I can hold it.
So I don't know if anybody's getting this or if this is working or if we're actually live. If anybody shows up here in the chat, let us know if it's working. We're not sure what the last thing, we're not sure what the last thing was seen or heard.
Yeah,
we're not sure what happened.
No, everybody just told us we froze. So
yeah, we don't. Yeah, everybody told us we froze, so we just kind of started over. We don't know what happened. Okay, so we got some people here. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. So I guess this will just be part 2. That's kind of a bummer because we had a whole bunch of momentum there. But what are you gonna do? If someone could be as kind to if someone could be as kind to let us know where we last left off.
JP says last he saw was Runaways.
Oh, last you saw was Runaways #1. Yo, what's up? Welcome back, Sean. Welcome back, Can't Get Enough. JP, Gad, Geeks, Drinks. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was an internet issue here locally or something. Okay, guys. We'll show those modern slabs. Okay. Well, there was only one modern slab, so I don't know.
What slab? I didn't even know we got slabs.
Right. Yeah, what slabs? No, we kid. All right, well, I see that 7 people are here, so you guys will be the lucky 7 to see the last 2 books that I picked up for New York Comic Con 2019. Maybe some people will decide to watch this later. I think probably the majority of the people just kind of have given up because they gave us a whole hour or more of their time, so we appreciate that. No, and I'm not sure what happened, and I apologize for the technical issues. So I'll show the Runaways #1 again, I guess, because Hudat's saying he didn't see anything. So the second to last book I picked up was this, Runaways #1, 9.8 white pages, origin and first appearance of the Runaways, Brian K. Vaughan. Godzilla knocked out the power. Yes, Mad Mike, we're back. Not sure what happened there. So it seems like the consensus is this was the last book that was shown.
Yes.
So I'll just reiterate that one again. It's Runaways #1, 9.8 white pages, Brian K. Vaughan. And the final book.
Just another run filler.
Just another ASM run filler. So that final book that I think got cut off before part 2, before we started part 2 here and reset, was Amazing Spider-Man #50, CGC 5.0, off-white to white pages, John Romita Sr. art, origin, first appearance of Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. So this was my final pickup. This book has eluded me for years, and I finally found it. And was able to pull the trigger on it and add it to the collection. So welcome back, Comics for Thomas. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what happened with the technical issues earlier, but Rag718. Did you see that on the wall? I picked it up from Dave and Adams, and they gave me below GPA on it. So Universe X. I didn't know you picked that up. Yep, I did post it to my IG story. Fun filler, definitely, right? With like a picture of one of the dealers, one of the guys working the booth, holding it up. I wasn't able to get to the other side of the booth to get in the photo with him, so maybe it was a little misleading. But there you go. That was my second slab pickup from day 4, and the final book that I bought at the con.
Yeah.
So Amazing Spider-Man #50, first appearance of the Kingpin. So hey, what's up, Sean Richards? I'm still jealous. Jeff Comigate13, what's up? Fuchsia, welcome back. So we're getting some people back in here. We appreciate you guys bearing with us. I don't know what happened.
Sean Richards got that sick art drum hat. I saw that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, thank you, Glitter. I appreciate you thinking that highly of me.
Yes. So we'll do a recap. We're in our recap. We're gonna include our biggest pickups from day 1 and 2. If you want to go back and see all of our pickups from day 1 and 2, check out the stream titled NYCC Day 1 and 2 Recap, with Jeffrey from Friday night a couple days ago. But we will include our our highlights for from day 1 and 2 during this recap, right? And we're just gonna quickly through them as quickly as we can
Real
for this
quick,
recap. But
can't get enough has a question, and honestly, it wasn't. And part of it was because there's so many people. It's not like you're running around from booth to booth to booth. You're at like one booth looking for books, and then you're spending like 10 minutes trying to get through traffic to the next one. Right. So what felt like looking at a couple booths was like an all day thing. So
yeah, and we also did other things too. We went and just met up with people.
Yeah.
We went to Artist Alley. We were getting books signed. I was getting commissions left and right I got 3 different sketch covers, you know what I mean? So like it was kind of a lot. And we went out and checked art dealers. We went out to check the toy stuff. We
went out to get fresh air.
Went out to get fresh air a couple times a day just to chill out. So it was kind of by the end of the 4th day you're pretty damn tired.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it kind of takes 4 days to get like the full scope of like
we didn't even see everything.
We didn't see everything,
and we were there for 4 days. Like we thought we did, and then we got to what we thought was the end of the like area, and we realized
we weren't even there.
Yeah.
Geek Strings Comic. All right, man. Have a good night.
Appreciate you joining us.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Always good to see you.
Always good to see you. He's like, yeah, we did. Yeah. If you were following us on IG, we probably overshare.
That's what I was talking to Glitter and Duct Tape earlier about that. I was like, I hope I wasn't being like a jerk by bombing IG because I don't ever post, but I had to do it up big.
Make it happen next year, Russell. I'd love to have you here. We'd love to have you.
This guy.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
So
we'll be there.
So, all right, where do you want to start? How do you want to do the recap? We didn't really talk about this.
I just go because I think yours is better than what I got. So let me show mine real quick.
No, it's not.
First off,
there's no better versus better. I mean, you collect different stuff than I collect, really.
Yeah, okay, that works.
Yeah.
I got this from my buddy Daniel Arzola, big Sean Mayer fan, John Mayer, big John Mayer fan. So
the body is wonderland.
I picked up this beautiful Vampirella cover. This is the only Vampirella book that I own, and I got it autographed by the girl on it, not the writer or the artist.
Yeah, who needs the writer or the artist?
Yeah, man, I'm just giving her signature.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had to get the What If Wolverine had killed the Hulk, even though we all know that the Hulk would just totally crush Wolverine in the palm of his hands. Fantastic Four, Hulk versus Thing. This is a book, I got this for a really good deal. Book that I've always wanted. I kind of thought it was out of my price range. It's not a great copy, but for me, it's a perfect copy.
It's an awesome copy.
Yeah, absolutely had to get this. It's an Incredible Hulk 182. I don't know if you can see it, but it's in really, really good shape. And copy gave me a hard time because I didn't haggle with the guy. But I did get a really good deal on it either way. Then I bought this one. This is definitely my biggest purchase of the convention. Incredible Hulk issue number 6. It's in pretty good shape. Covers all intact. Staples are all there. Pages look decent. No major creases, tears, or anything like that. I paid what it's worth, but it's still a clean copy. And this, okay.
And, that was huge because that was officially his main goal at New York Komikhan was to break his Hulk run that he's been working on forever in that 1 through 6, volume 1, quote unquote, that original first 6 issues. And he was able to do it with that issue, which I helped him negotiate a good price on. And I checked the whole book for him, page by page, made sure it was legit.
Value stamp.
It's legit. But it was a great book. And, he didn't submit it to CGC, obviously, because he has it. But I think he probably will be getting it graded eventually. But then I surprised him with an A-OK.
Incredible Hulk, issue number 3. This is actually a first appearance of the Nightmaster and the Circus of Crime, and it is also the origin of the Hulk.
It's the origin of the Hulk. It's a big issue.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, this guy, he's like, is that an acceptable copy for you? Is it an acceptable copy? Come on. Like, I love this guy. He's the greatest. And with that being said, I'm going to give you guys an update on my list because I'm down to under 40 books now to complete my whole run. The circled ones are the ones that I picked up. at New York Komikhan. White ones are still the ones that I need, and obviously the green ones are the ones that I already have, starting with issues number 1 all the way to issue number 474. So, you know, like,
how many books did you circle off total at New York Comic-Con on your book list?
On the list, I circled off 23 books. I got like 26, maybe 27 books with total, but 23 off of the list. So I think that was pretty darn good.
For sure, brother. 26 Hulk books, and then 23 books you can cross off that list. So
those were my big. I did get a lot more Hulk books, like run fillers that I'm not.
Right. We're not gonna recap every book. Just
Thank you, D-Runk.
Just kind of the highlights. But probably, yeah, you might want to use that on the hunt at some point. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he makes it back for the
Kenny.
in one place.
Kenny, I'm calling you out. Are you still here? You better pick that cover. Just make it an Incredible Hulk cover. Let's just throw that out there. I challenge you to an Incredible Hulk match.
All right. So am I? Am I doing my day one?
Whatever you want.
Day 1 and 2 recaps.
Yeah.
Okay. So this I got issues. Hook me up with it. There is a remark on the inside. This is Old Man Skywalker Ashcan from Daniel Warren Johnson.
Thank you, Huda.
Shout out to Chris. I got issues. Really appreciate you giving me this. I also had the pleasure of giving him an AOK, which was my ASM 129 first Punisher, and that was probably still the highlight of the whole con for me, was being able to give that to him and have that moment with him.
I mean, I was there for that moment. I wasn't exactly a part of that moment.
You were part of it.
It was a great moment. And Issues, if you watch this, we love you. Thank you for coming and meeting us. I was kind of worried that you might not show up, honestly, and I'm glad you did because I really wanted to see you.
I was worried he wouldn't accept AOK.
Well, that was a big worry, too, because I gave him some books, and I thought he might punch me in the face or something.
Right.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, man.
Thomas
Good to see you.
Churchill, thank you. So this was a really cool ash can, a little exclusive there from Daniel Warren Johnson. He also did a remark on the inside. I'm not going to open up and show the remark. If you want to see the remark, go watch the day 1 and 2 video. I showed that. This is the I Got Issues remark of the back cover of the Resident #1. I'm throwing it into the highlight reel here just because it's so funny.
It's very good.
You know,
it's one of those sentimental things. You love it. You know?
I'm not going to tell the story again, but it's pretty funny. Here's Princess Leia, Age of Rebellion variant with that amazing Leia, and it's signed by Greg Powell.
Another great guy. If you ever had a chance to meet
him. He's a great dude. It was awesome to talk to him a little while, especially about Star Wars, because it's something I'm super into. And he's the current writer of the main title.
I've been to 2 big conventions, and he's been at both of them. And every time I've gone by his booth, there's never been anybody there. And I don't know why, but you walk up to him, and he's the friendliest, greatest dude. Like,
he's great.
Awesome.
I'll throw in this Absolute Carnage #1 version variant from Skan Siswan. This is a New York Comic-Con Comic Mint exclusive. And I'm throwing this in there because it's a kick-ass exclusive version variant cover for a series I'm super into right now, Absolute Carnage. But B, because I commissioned a sketch from him to do Absolute Carnage, which I'll show in a few moments, which I showed on the other video, but if you missed the other video, I'll show it in a couple minutes.
Just doing a recap of some of our bigger things.
We're doing a recap of some of our highlights, if you will. So Absolute Carnage #1, version variant, Comic Mint. My 2 copies I picked up of this book at the con, ASM 195.
I'm glad I wasn't that delusional.
Second appearance of Black Cat, which is incredible to have 2 copies of that. And I think that's an undervalued book.
We didn't actually get any TMNT books, but he picked up some TMNT patches to label his box for his books.
For my TMNT Short Box, I picked this up, so that's going to be hanging out on the outside of my TMNT. I almost pulled the trigger on a issue 2 first print. I almost pulled the trigger on an issue 3 first print. But the dealers didn't, didn't quite get to the number I was looking for, so I walked away from those.
And I cannot say that I did not buy anything Turtles related. It just might not be for me. So
that is accurate. Yes. Then I also was able to pick this up. I think a 9.8 possibly copy of ASM 365. first appearance of Spider-Man 2099. Was able to get this back in my collection after I bought it recently and AOK'd it to Biggie Shack.
I'm glad you did. It's gonna look nice.
Yeah, ASM 298, first Todd McFarlane on ASM, and first appearance of Eddie Brock. So now my my Eddie Brock and Venom keys are kind of complete. So I will show you why also in a second. Then 2 sketches. I mean, I probably should show the sketches at the end, but I have no particular order here because these are the next things I'm going to show. So I was showing you that version variant earlier. Here's the commission sketch I got from Sconce Swan on a ASM 800 blank of Absolute Carnage. It's just absolutely mind-blowingly good sketch of Absolute Carnage and colored, which, I mean, just, yeah. Right?
What do you say? I mean, it's just beautiful.
It's just a gorgeous sketch. So I'm pretty stoked for that one. And then the Ryan Otley, which I told a really long story about on the other video. The guy did exactly what I wanted, just absolutely exactly what I wanted.
Killed it.
With Peter Parker going from Spider-Man to Peter Parker with a smile on his face.
Maybe he's going from Peter Parker to Spider-Man.
Or Peter Parker to Spider-Man. Either way, I like to see that that motion of the character, and he colored it for me also, which he didn't have to do, and he wasn't really doing that for everybody.
He's another tremendously cool dude. Like all these guys. I don't know, not all of them. I'm not gonna say all of these guys.
Yeah,
but most of these people are just super personable, humble, down to earth people, and that part is what makes like a lot of it so amazing. You know, like we just love spending time in the artist alley, walking around, looking at these people. I was walking up. Yeah. I got to the artist for Bitter Root. I just walked up to him and was like, "Hey, man, I really love your work. I appreciate everything you do. It's a pleasure to meet you." Shook his hand and walked off. You know, like they're just so humble. It's cool.
So Sconce Swan, Saskatchewan, and Ryan Otley just blew my mind on these sketches, especially Ryan Otley, honestly. I mean, I love the Absolute Carnage too, but this one kind of got me emotional because he followed all the direction I gave him on it, like to the T, you know. And then he also threw in this COA that he signed on the back there. So really, really awesome guy, Ryan Otley. One of my favorite artists going right now. From everything on his work in Invincible and his work on ASM, and just how nice of a dude he is, honestly. Like, you know, he's just a really, really great guy.
I mean,
so,
every time we went to one of these booths, we stood around for 5-10 minutes just talking to him, and I mean, that's super cool.
Yeah, he's awesome. So, some more highlights.
There's more.
There's more highlights from day 1 and 2. I upgraded my copy of Star Wars #1, 9.2 white pages. Pretty badass.
This next book, though, is this is probably the biggest book he got all weekend. At least the best book he got all weekend. Yeah, he's looking at me like I'm crazy.
I wouldn't agree with that, but still pretty damn cool book. And the fact that he was able to get this book also makes me stoked that I was also able to get this book, and it's a book that we both needed. Third appearance of Wolverine. Hulk 182. This one's a 9.2 white pages.
I'm so happy.
Where's yours? Come on. We got. I know Fire Guy Ryan put us on blast on IG with this.
That were really twins.
This
look.
Twins photo.
I'll take my glasses off. We look even more like.
Yeah. So there we go. That's definitely a highlight.
Absolutely.
And then
that one last.
Yes. Okay. So. This is the moment where I truly felt like I completed my Eddie Brock run, even though I got the 298 after I got this book. This is the book that was the hurdle for me, you know.
Absolutely, Mr. Girl, amazing art.
And Very Gary. Shout out to Very Gary again.
Super cool guy.
I got so many books from him and so many good deals from him. We kind of got.
I got some books from him.
We got to chill at his booth a whole bunch because once we started making deals and he
was like, if you guys want to use my booth to store your stuff at, go for it.
He was beyond gracious and generous with us. not only with the deals on the books and just the hospitality, but just, the friendliness. Like, we definitely kind of made a bond with him during this con, which was really cool. And he's a good dude. So go check him out if you're not aware of him. Very Gary. He's on Instagram. He's got a YouTube channel as well. But this book was a big hurdle for me that I finally got back into the collection. It's just a big one for me, regardless of how much it costs, or like some of these other books, like, more valuable books. But this book actually means probably a lot more to me than a lot of other books.
No, I know that feeling.
So there it is, ASM 300, 9.4, white pages. And the deal I got on this from Very Gary at below FMV was very, very much appreciated. Because this is a book that gets marked the hell up. Maybe not as much now that the Venom hype from the movies has kind of dissipated a little bit. But it's probably just going to go back up because they're filming a sequel now and all that. You know what I mean?
It's one of those. It's not great. It's going to keep going out.
So I was pretty happy. So by picking up 298 and 300, I now have 298, 299, 300, 301, 315, and 316, which are the there's the Dream Girl, Daryl.
Yeah.
Which is essentially the Eddie Brock Venom, must-have books.
Exactly.
Those are the must-have books.
You got to get that set.
Yeah, so that's the set. So the set is complete. So I feel pretty happy about that. As a collector, that's a content feeling to have that complete and in the collection. Yeah. So, and then the final highlight from day 1 and 2. Can't get enough. It's like, what books did you send for that NYCC?
Definitely not 2 copies of AF-15.
Yes, definitely not 2. Wait, if not means definitely, then yes. I'll cover that also at the end real quick. But I can't show that, so it's a little bit confusing.
Yeah,
to talk
there's got to be some anxiety. Right?
Yeah, there's definitely some anxiety. But final highlight from day 1 and 2 was another sketch from Ryan Otley. This is on an Invincible 128 final issue of Invincible. This was a blank cover from Amazing Komikhan Hawaii from 2016. But of course, this is an original sketch, signed, colored by Ryan Otley, and it's gorgeous. And it's a 9.8 signature series, yellow label, original art from Ryan Otley. Just absolutely banger.
What up, Barbarian?
Yo, Barbarian. So this one, between Ryan Otley is just a talented dude. He's a bad man, dude. Like, look at these.
Bad man.
Like these fully colored sketches are beyond the wildest dreams that I ever had walking away from your Comic-Con. So, like, with these pieces from Ryan, so yeah, exactly.
Words can't even.
I can't even talk about I can't even describe these 2 pieces from him. So because I just love them that much. They're really, really awesome. So yeah, so those are my day 1 and 2 highlights. And if you missed the previous live stream, I'll show the quick day 3 and 4 highlights. Obviously, we have the 2 convention exclusives. Jeffrey got these as well.
Yes, I did.
We got the
Mr. Garrow. I got it.
Got the Art Adams, Powers of X5, black and white.
Harry, what up?
You got the Absolute Carnage. And then we also got, this was the 3rd sketch cover I picked up. This was Andrea Picardo and Barbara Nazenzo, Darth Vader. Original sketch, absolutely.
I love Star Trek.
Freaking fantastic Star Trek there. I mean, what? Oh, yeah, Star Wars. The Batman 7.0 off-white to white pages, first Batmobile cover, Golden Age 1943, Runaways #1, origin and first appearance of the Runaways 9.8, and then
you better watch out, Mr. Girl. I might send it to you.
Amazing Spider-Man #50. First appearance of the Kingpin, Wilson Fisk. So that was, I know that was a lot just for the recap. That was, but it was a pretty, I would say, the most fruitful, most fun, meaningful, emotional, and fruitful con I've ever been to New York Komikhan 2019. And I will also show this one more time, which was the watercolor painting from Brian, not Brian, what was his name?
V8.
Yeah.
Harvey.
No, the name is escaping me right now. What was his name? Ben Harvey. Ben Harvey. Sorry, Ben. But this is the watercolor of the Mary Jane that he did that went towards St. Jude's Children's Hospital there at the charity art auction. So
it was, Sean.
It was
awesome.
unreal good haul this year. And then to somebody, I think can't get enough, kind of threw a joke into the chat earlier that I dropped a couple things off at CGC.
Maybe 3 things.
3 things. I dropped in a the watercolor.
And that's an original piece of art.
That's an original piece of art.
Barbarian.
Yeah.
It's not a print. It's
not a print.
It's yeah.
Carol, I didn't get it all, bro. There's a lot of people who got much crazier shit than I did. It's like
if you go watch Jim Mint's video, he did a video last night of a guy paying what was it? Like X-Men #1. He dropped like 9 G's on that.
Yeah, all cash, like just boom. I mean, there were way bigger deals than that went down.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like some of the original art deals and some of the bigger Golden Age book deals. There's some major ballers there. But what I was trying to say, I guess.
What books did you drop off?
Was the CGC related stuff that I did, which obviously those books are no longer in my possession now, and I'm waiting for them to come back. Can't get enough. It's like 5.5 X-Men #1. Fuchsia's like that's totally cool too. But I do actually want to have you guys come next year. UN Soldier.
Oh yeah, we cannot go to this convention, Fuchsia, without you and Soldier and Bake, and not get you guys something to be part of the experience. So
right, and then hopefully next year you guys can actually come too. That would be cool.
You guys were in our thoughts the whole time.
The whole time. So
you too, Mr. Guerra.
So I did an unboxing of Batman 16 on my channel maybe a couple months ago or something.
Yeah.
Which was the first appearance of Alfred. I have it in a CGC 6.5 white pages with slight restoration, slight color touch. So
oh, I slept on the bathroom floor, so maybe he'll let you sleep in the bathtub.
There you go. I submitted that to CGC to get the color touch removed, have it turn from a purple label to a blue label. Then I'm going to also have them clean and press it and then regrade it. So we'll see what it comes back as, but hopefully it'll come back as a blue label book, maybe a lower grade than a 6.5, but it'll be worth it to flip it from a purple label to a blue label. It'll, I'll come out ahead on that. Even though I got a short term, I got to pay to regrade it and take the restoration away. So
did we freeze?
Oh no. Can you guys let us know if we froze or what the deal is, or can you guys still hear us? Because I don't want to do a part 3 of this.
Okay, Barry says we're still going.
All right. Okay, so Adam says that we're still going, and then the other 2 books were I'm gonna get the New York Komikhan custom Spider-Man labels on the AF-15s, so I dropped those off.
I'm sending you some in glitter, so be expecting that.
Thank you. That's probably the thing that has me the most worried at the moment. I would say.
Yeah.
Because I've never let those books out of my possession since I.
No joke, Mr. Girl. I'm having anxiety for him.
But I wanted to have those labels to remind me of New York Komikhan on my 2 best books, if you will, quote unquote, or my most meaningful books. So they're gonna look awesome with that label, because that label
it didn't look awesome before, right?
No, they looked awesome before, but they're gonna look even more awesome, and then they're gonna be much better protected in the new case, because they had the older, thinner, those older, thinner CGC cases with like the that like faded lettering on the grade and everything like that. So
it's gonna be beautiful because I saw a couple of them there. Like there were some Avengers ones and stuff like that. And
yeah. So and this is a custom one with the New York City skyline on it and everything. So so that's probably the thing that will that will keep me up at night a little bit, but hopefully in the next couple weeks they come back. I mean, I've heard that the current turnaround time for a straight up reholder is about 3 to 4 weeks, even though it's supposed to be like a few days. But this at least I mean, New York Komikhan is a pretty massive effort for CGC. Like I'm hearing they're shipping stuff back after every day of the con. Like it's just immediately like it's just.
Thanks, Barbarian. It's dope, right?
The volume isn't just insane. So so
it's cheap too, like $20 for the print and the signature for that Martin Brooks and
that was a cool print for sure.
You can't. I walked by it and I saw it and I was like, "How much is it for that?" She's like, $20. I was like, "With the signature?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, you can turn that down."
So Sean's like reassuring me. He says it'll be okay. They'll be back home. So I think it'll all be all right. I mean, everything's insured anyway. You know what I mean? I'm insured. They're insured.
I'm not.
Should we just, that's it. That's the end of the stream. That's the perfect way to end right there. D-Runk is just taking this opportunity to remind me that they lost his book. So I'm never talking to you again, brother. Good luck getting an A-OK from me or winning my contest with your whack number.
At least you got sponsorship, D-Runk.
Yeah, dude with the sponsors trying to put me down. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys. We're obviously just gotten way too silly for this now. I was totally kidding, George. I love you, dude. You're a good dude. And I hope they do find your book because that sucks.
Yes.
Honestly, that does suck. But what else is going on? I mean, is there anything we want to mention before we wrap things up?
Probably. I probably just forgot it.
I mean, between the last stream and like the technical difficulties and this stream, we've kind of gone over 2 hours or something.
I love you guys.
An hour and a half or something. So
yeah.
Shit, man, I'm tired.
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah. So I mean, it's cool that you're going to be sticking around for at least for one more day. You're flying back to Cali on Tuesday morning.
I think.
So we got one more day. We're gonna probably package some things up. We're gonna maybe check out a couple local comic shops. I don't know if we're gonna be spending any money because we kind of ran out of money.
For the most part.
For at least for the budget I had planned for New York Comic Con.
For like buying comic books.
Yeah, for buying comic books. So he was like, how fun while it lasts. I was just kidding, bro. All right. So JP says, love you guys. Could listen all night. But go to you coys.
I'm assuming those guys.
Oh, boys.
Oh, boys. Yeah, that's exactly right because I am about 15 years old.
Yeah. All right. So, but this is kind of interesting though, is that I do have a Cgc delivery coming tomorrow from a submission I made at Fan Expo Boston back in I don't know, maybe about 6 to 8 weeks ago or something. It's only one book. It's a Golden Age Batman book.
That's awesome. Can't get enough. We were hoping that we could do something like that.
Later, can't get enough. Okay, well, I guess he's not leaving. He says he feels like he went to NYCC. So I will be, I guess, getting a cool book in the mail from CGC tomorrow if I'm here when the shipment comes. Yes. So if that does come in tomorrow and I'm able to get the package, we may go live one more time.
We have to
with me and Jeffrey in the same room for that CGC unboxing.
Maybe tomorrow night or something.
Yeah, so maybe tomorrow night we'll have a CGC unboxing. So we'll have just one. We'll just
or at least like a little chill out.
Yeah, and we'll just have like a chill out Q&A like hang or something plus that CGC unboxing. So that should be
Joker.
So that could be cool.
Oh yeah.
Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, Gray Matter. It's the Joker book with the red cover and the floating heads, all the little mini Joker heads.
I'm telling you, Garrett, we're moving here.
Living through the boys. So that one should be cool to see what grade that comes back at and whatnot. And I don't even really care what grade it comes back at because
no, we're just happy.
I like having
that
book. Yeah, I like having that book. So
it's quite possible, Mo. We're trying.
Yes, it's very likely that we will be going to Midtown Comics tomorrow. So yeah. So that's basically it, guys.
We love you. Thank you for sticking around with us and all our shenanigans.
Thanks for the support, guys.
Couldn't do without you.
And we appreciate all the love we've been shown on Instagram and whatnot throughout the days. Like, to Can't Get Enough's point, like we were meeting up with a lot of YouTubers and dealer friends and just, general community members and whatnot, and hanging out with each other. And it was a whole lot of fun. And we were doing a lot of, shopping essentially.
Thank you, Glitter, for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Did you make it to the grocery store? Hopefully you did. Sean, man, we thank you and your wife, lovely wife, Miriam, for just entertaining us and being such good friends to us.
Yeah, you guys were awesome. So yeah. So
have you seen D-Rook's book? Or are you talking about what he lost to CGC? Oh, that's
I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. All right, so yeah, but like I said, like all the engagement we were getting on Instagram in between was like even more like community like vibes. And it was just awesome. It was a very positive feeling.
Yeah.
So
except Mr. Garrett ignored me the whole time.
Yeah, except for Mr. Garrett.
Man,
so
that guy.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Love you.
Love
you.
Yeah.
Man.
We love you guys.
Good night, Thomas.
Later, Thomas. All right, so that's gonna do it. We're gonna probably drink some more energy drinks.
No, Barbarian. I just whipped it out in the middle of the showroom floor and went on right there in a couple of long boxes.
Yeah, I think I'm like almost like leaning forward so close to the desk right now because I'm just literally tired and like my back's about to give out. So
yeah, we did it. We did it hard.
Yeah, we're exhausted. So but it's been a blast. So thanks.
One more day, Who Dat, and I'll be there too.
Yeah. So yeah, I got to get back to work on Tuesday. The day he flies out. So it's gonna be a shock, but. It was worth it. So, thanks, guys. I got a lot of comics to sort and file and put away.
Me too.
There you go. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Love you too, Barbarian. Everybody, love you all.
Peace.